Alright guys, welcome back to the Sir Podcast with Sunny, Iraz, and Razme. Today we have a guest, Janet. Hey there.
Hello.
Chris is sick today, so he couldn't come.
Yeah, so now...
I'll be Chris too. For today.
He's crispy.
Crispy.
Nice. That's Chris A, this is Chris B.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I like that. Alright.
And today we're going to talk about how to make friends.
And so we're going to talk about approaching people, getting to know them, and what sort of tips and tricks might help if you're having trouble making a friend.
Mm-hmm. I got a tip for you guys, how to make friends. One is definitely be assertive. Be assertive when you want to make friends.
Can I get an example, Sonny?
So, I have a friend, and she used to be in my art class back in middle school.
Mm-hmm.
She used to sit down by herself on the art table by herself. And so, me and my other friend, we decided, like, hey, let's be friends with that loner over there.
Wow, okay.
Because...
Not even name, just loner.
Because she looks lonely. And we're like, alright. So we went over there, me and him, sat down, hey, do you want to work on this project together? Because we were assigned this project and we couldn't really do it alone. And so it was like this crime scene thing where we got on the floor and they basically made an outline of me and we made it like the Halo Chief. And that day we became friends.
How does that have anything to do with being assertive?
Yeah, it's
It sounds... It sounds like you just did a project together, had some fun, and then became friends.
Yeah.
I have an example of how to be assertive that's probably better.
Okay, let's go back.
Alright, hopefully Janet can salvage this.
Okay, I don't know if it's the same person, but this was also in middle school. There was a girl who sat by herself in our math class, and it was like me and like 3 other girls, and she was just by herself on another table. So we'd force her to move her desk to our table, and like she usually wouldn't want to, but eventually she'd like... Eventually she got used to it, and we ended up becoming friends. We're still friends.
So you guys moved her desk?
To our table.
And she didn't want it.
And she didn't want it?
No,
So,
she'd
like,
be
was
like,
she-
no,
was
no.
she-
She'd be like...
So
was
she'd be
she,
fighting
like-
back when you
Yeah,
dragged her?
was she literally sitting in the desk and you guys lifted her up and brought her to the table?
More like we dragged her.
And was she dragging back?
Well, she wasn't dragging back because there was like 3 of us and like 1 of her, so that was kind of... It just wasn't balancing out.
Interesting.
I don't know, I just picture that in my head. It's just like, it's stupid.
Because I just put my feet on the ground and try stopping it, and then just keep dragging me. How long would it take for the dragging to be complete?
2
A
weeks?
minute. Oh.
Oh, yeah, a minute.
Clearly, Rafa,
that's
you weren't
a
assertive enough when you
Oh,
tried.
Yeah.
sorry.
Come on, be more
Now it's-
assertive.
My story sounds kind of poopy now.
So
Yeah.
your story was poopy.
Like, whether I said the story or not, it would have been trash.
So I guess my story was mine isn't really assertive the way I met Sunny. Literally it was during math class in middle school.
Mm-hmm.
Sunny was like the weird kid.
Oh yeah,
Still is.
we've established this.
Yeah, and so him and this other guy would always talk together, and I'd look at them and I'd be like, I think I could be friends with these guys. So I finally sat over there with them. Just to test the waters.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing I get from Sunny is he goes, "Hey, what are you doing here?"
Damn.
This isn't.
Wow.
Yeah, this is our elementary school's table.
Yo.
Okay, so
And
basically, Sunny just sucks at making friends. What the heck?
The first thing I literally said to him was, "Shut up." and literally the other dude sitting at the table was literally told him to shut up too, and he was like, "I'm so sorry about this guy," and literally that just started a lifelong friendship.
I'm just gonna drop this in here. I've heard this story, and our listeners have heard this story from Sunny.
So this is from my side, but mostly people heard it from my side, but
Yeah.
I hear it from Rasmus'
I did not know he was talking about you though.
Yeah.
So now you guys know who he was talking about when he said because apparently he was trying to stake out an area for all because it was 7th grade and he was trying to get all his elementary school friends.
Yeah.
And when I heard from Sonny, he says someone else came and he immediately said, "No, get out of here," and he said, "Shut up," and you actually made him shut up.
Yeah. And so,
It's
So
quite
number one
assertive.
way to be friends with Sunny, tell him shut up.
yeah, it probably won't work with other friends or other people. They're not as weird. But
Definitely work for Sunny.
yeah,
Yeah.
but I
It's a
mean,
1 in a million.
I'm glad I ended up sitting there and talking to him.
Mm-hmm.
We ended up becoming the best of friends. We do everything together.
Yeah.
Eat, sleep, shower.
We live together.
The whole thing.
Whole 9
The
yards.
whole shebang.
Yeah, we rub each other's backs.
Okay. I don't know about that part, but...
No, this was when you were still asleep.
True.
So you-
sorry.
Wait, you're more okay with this than the showering thing?
No, no.
Why did the shower thing?
Oh, because you've actually done that.
Yeah. We pass the soap.
Don't drop
Don't.
it.
Oh my
We
god.
drop it all the time.
Wow.
We play the game of who's gonna pick it up first. It's long showers, man.
No comment. But it's
So yeah, be assertive.
yeah, I feel like I was the one who gave the tip, but in the end, I didn't really give a good story. But Janet and Ross really did. And yeah, I think Janet, you had a tip though. How to make
Wait,
friends.
Ross, do you have any stories about being
Yeah.
assertive?
Oh yeah, I forgot about Ross.
Nah.
Okay. all right, Janet. Do you have any tips
Alright.
for our young or older or middle ground
What the fuck?
listeners?
You mean just for our listeners?
That was such a.
Okay, so, I mean, yeah, okay, so I have another tip that's basically, if you have problems with people you meet, don't bottle it up. Let them know,
Okay.
because it will blow up.
So you want us to tell random strangers our problems?
Sunny.
Talking about people you
So
know.
you're literally gonna sit down, and the first time you meet them, I'm gonna tell you my whole entire life story, and you're gonna like it whether or not.
Okay, Sunny, you're not allowed to take these tips to heart.
It started when I was born.
It all started when I was conceived. Life was already dark.
My first thought. Just why?
Why me? Why was I condemned to this place?
but elaborate, Janet. Elaborate. What do you mean?
Okay, so, like, I mean, at this point you already have, like, friends, and then to actually be friends with them, to, like, be able to rely on them and hang out with them, you have to make sure you don't bottle up stuff that's eventually going to explode, you know? Things that, like, if it pisses you off, let them know.
Okay.
Uh,
See, so
I
I
feel like
kinda-
that felt like more like something like people who are already been friends already been.
yeah,
but you can't really
'cause-
be friends with people if you're going to, like, keep secrets from them.
Because I kind of
Okay.
So like, my problem is if I don't like, so if I just met this person, and they already do stuff I don't like,
Then you're probably just not.
I'm
not
probably
gonna be
never.
friends
Yeah,
with them.
I'm just gonna stop hanging out with them, you know, because it's like whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, if it's like a really good friend, I don't really know. I mean, I don't really keep anything bottled up or.
So,
I guess this is more for girls.
well, I mean,
Or people who are just, like, used to, like, not telling other people how they feel. If
So-
you've grown up in, like, a certain way, you just don't, you just kind of accept how things are, and you're just like, there's nothing better than this.
Mm-hmm.
So you just don't say anything.
I'm gonna agree with it.
So
Even
basically,
though I-
like transitioning an acquaintance to an actual friend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So I can see why this is not a big thing for you guys. I mean, it applies to guys too. It's just that I don't really follow the advice, even though I know I should. It's because we're super non-confrontational.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. So, I feel like.
like if you and Sunny seem to have some issue, I know for a fact you guys will get it resolved, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Just a quick shower and you guys are good.
I just dropped
Might be a long one, you know, depending on how
I had to
how
drop
bad
the
the problem is.
That's how you make up.
Sunny's the bigger man. Here.
I'm sorry, Rasmus.
It's all you. It's all you, man. I'll pick it up first.
Whoops.
Okay, but like, let's say it's a friend who's like not willing to like handle
Or like
criticism,
compromise or whatever.
or compromise, or like lashes back. There is a time when yes, you still need to open up. You still need to not keep that shit bottled up because that can ruin a person.
Mhm.
Now we all probably have some of that
Oh
experience.
yeah. Yeah, like
But even to this day, there will be times when I am unable to tell someone something just because I'm slightly non-confrontational. I don't want to deal with the shit.
right.
Like if they're not gonna listen to me, it's not worth it. It's not worth my time.
Yeah, I feel like it might also be like a fear factor. There's a fear factor to it too.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, if you try to like confess it, they might take it the completely wrong way.
There's that
and
too.
just be like, yo man,
Miscommunication is the worst.
I have a story.
Oh, you
Okay.
have a story.
Yeah. So like basically back in high school, I knew this girl who I was like really close friends with.
Right.
But then she would like insult me sometimes, and I'd kind of just like throw it off as like, oh, she's just kidding. It doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd find out she was like talking behind my back a lot, and like.
Wow, what a bitch.
Right? That's like the first thought that comes to mind.
Yeah. There was like one
Sunny's the
instance.
first one to say it.
Yeah, there was one instance. One of my friends told me that she thought I was a terrible singer, and like
Damn,
me and
what a
her
double
would
bitch.
both always.
Yeah, I think we can all disagree with that.
Yeah, we're all great singers in here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Check out Boys Cry.
Album coming out soon. We have the songs
Closet?
in the oven. They're baking right
They're
now.
big in the oven. Sunny's the chef. We'll have to ask him.
Yeah, I mean, they've been waiting like 5 years. They can wait another 5.
Sorry, continue.
Okay. Eventually, when we graduated high school, like before freshman year of college started. Well, actually, during like the first semester of freshman year of college, I ended up like breaking all ties with her. Just like we had a falling out and we just never talked again. And I was like so much happier because I was like, all right, I don't have this girl who's always talking behind me, behind my back all the damn time.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So there was that, and then later on in college, we all met this girl who was the same way. And I know you realize who I'm talking about, but like I don't know why, but I was like in the mindset like everyone liked her, so I was like I had to like her, and then I found out later you guys were like you thought she was my friend, so you guys didn't want to say anything to her.
Mm-hmm.
But she was like pretty much the same way, but in that she would talk behind everyone's back, but in front of me she would act like a perfect angel.
And it wasn't just you, it was to multiple people in our
Yeah.
friend group. So I know what you're talking about. It's very divisive, right?
Yeah.
I-
Basically, like, those people are just kind of, like, manipulative, so, like, I guess in this one, the advice is more don't let people walk all over you because it's just going to get worse and worse over time.
Mm-hmm.
And your self-confidence is just boom.
The only good news I can say that came out of is like some of the people that were involved after she left, we got a little closer because now we're actually able to talk to each other,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
right?
Right.
And talk about her.
Yeah, and then I think that kind of leads back into telling our feelings and not bottling it up.
Being
when we all
more
got
open,
together.
right? Because
Yeah.
there were times when some things were said about other people in my presence, and I just believed it without actually talking to the person
Mhm.
like directly,
Mhm.
right? So this kind of goes with that, right? Make sure like if you have friends and you care about them, like, and you think that something might be up with them, you can at least talk with them and ask, "Hey, is this
Yeah.
true?"
Mhm.
And there's always two sides
To every
of
story.
the coin. Yeah.
Yep.
So I mean, I don't know, I-
Sometimes it's heads, sometimes it's tails, man. You just got look at both the sides.
Sunny for Manny 2019. But I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I feel like if problems do arise, the best thing to do would probably just be talk about it. Like, don't be scared.
Mhm.
You know,
If you
if your friend really cares for you, they should also be willing to talk. You know.
yeah,
And if they're not, then it's probably not a good friendship in the first place.
Yeah.
probably a bitch.
Axe the bitch.
Well, damn, Sonny.
He's not wrong.
You're right.
And then
You're damn right.
I have another tip, and I think it's pretty simple one. Is basically just to find common ground with that person.
Mm.
Right. I feel like that's like the big thing.
Probably the big. Okay, maybe not for everybody, but definitely at least for us as an example. That's probably the biggest example that we can have as friends.
Yeah.
Is
So,
one common ground.
which is
Mhm.
for us pretty much games.
Yeah,
Well,
games.
so although we say that's activity based, but there's also a lot of other things like our humor.
Mm-hmm.
Like we connect a lot on humor.
Or humor.
Maybe not Janice. She laughs at us and thinks we're stupid. But
But
I
that's
mean, but I still laugh.
but that
Okay.
stupidity It's what makes us friends.
Exactly.
She's smarter than us.
We need
And then
her.
she laughs at us.
We need her.
We need her smartness. We're just stupid.
I'm gonna allow Sunny to speak only for himself here.
Okay.
I'm playing.
But yeah, just definitely find common ground and like I don't know, just try to go out and basically explore. Even if you have to use like I don't know, I heard on the radios like different like group meetings or something. Like go to those group meetings and definitely go around and just talk to people. You'll probably find someone that probably will laugh with you and just go hang out with you instead of just being alone on the computer all day.
So like,
Personal experience.
Sunny, you sound a little remorseful there. But to find common ground, you have to first kind of know what you're good at, what you like.
Mhm.
Yeah, most people already have those, but can't like bring it up. They can't like actively think, oh, this is what I like, or this is what I would like in a friend.
Try new things.
Yeah, oh yeah, exactly. Just try new things. You're gonna find out you like random things. Like I started tennis because of my older brother, right, and other stuff. But for me, when I try finding common ground with people, kind of the buffer I use all the time, or kind of the gauge I use is just humor.
Yeah.
I just throw my humor at them. If they don't laugh, that's fine. That wasn't the gauge. It was if I felt okay laughing with them.
right.
That's it.
I think that should be just another tip. Is just try to make that person laugh.
I'd like to point out that the reason why I'm friends with you guys is because you guys make me laugh.
Yeah, I think
Stupid puns.
Okay.
It's the laugh.
So not gonna lie, that makes me feel like oh, really good. That's kind of the whole point, right? Of making a joke or just trying to have a good time. You enjoy when other people are like smiling and laughing and stuff.
Yeah, that's another good tip. Just how to make friends. Just make them laugh, even though it could be stupid or it could be just I don't know, just a funny story or like embarrassing story of your past. Just making them laugh and having fun just lets people know that you're like an easygoing, open guy that doesn't mind like being laughed at. and
Being
stuff.
the butt of the joke.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, we know that. We know all about that.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I mean, I
It's a
also...
price we pay.
yeah, yeah.
It's the price Sunny pays.
Pay for that every day. Yeah, you know.
I mean, I'd also like to point out that before I like started really hanging out with you guys, I didn't really play games like board games that we actually play a lot now.
Mm-hmm.
So like you guys got me into that, and that was fun.
Yeah, for that I'm gonna give the credit to Sunny there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was more of a card game guy, so I would bring my cards and we play. But Sunny definitely opened up to us a world of board games.
Mm-hmm.
So like, not only do you have to find common ground with other people, sometimes it's something's unique to you. You can share with people, and you might be surprised what they like.
Yeah.
Like, there's like D&D. I never thought I'd ever play it. I played it yesterday with Sunny. So I mean, hey, you pick up new things just because you never tried it before.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone has skills. Everyone has something to bring to the table. Like, don't ever feel like you're not worth it.
Right.
Also, yeah, but on the flip side, back to the previous point, don't also like get walked over.
Oh,
Don't bring everything to the table, get nothing back, because that's just a toxic relationship.
Right.
But then comes a part of actually identifying that. I feel like that's a big issue. When you're in a relationship, you just can't really like tell.
I mean,
You're just okay with it and not realizing that you're in like a really toxic relationship.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to recognize. I mean, people around you probably would recognize it.
But the person in it probably doesn't.
Yeah.
And I guess that goes back to our previous point, which is open the fuck up.
Yeah.
Talk to your friends.
And if they don't accept you how you are, then they're not even your friend to begin with. It kind of reminds me of this. So, on my phone, I've been watching on YouTube that I watched this. There's this new Disney Channel show. It's like an animation. It's called Amphibia. It's with
Something to do with frogs?
yeah,
I was
basically
gonna, I
yeah.
was gonna say that.
That's the
It's
only
about this.
amphibian.
It's about this
Yeah.
one girl that gets transferred into a frog world, like a swamp area, and before she had friends that were extremely like toxic to her, and then basically what they did was they basically made her steal from a thrift store, like a magic box, and that's how she got sucked into the world to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
And throughout this whole like show, she keeps telling her about her past experience with her friends, how like they wouldn't hang out with her unless they did something, unless she did something for them. She basically they got all the benefits, but she didn't get any of the benefits back from being their
what kind
friends.
of trash
Right.
friends?
So like just taking that for example, just showing me like, yeah, definitely don't let people tell you how to be yourself. And if they don't accept you for how you are, then it's basically they're not really your friends at all. And if they're using you too, then yeah.
And we're not saying that's easy. Sometimes your entire friend circle could be that way. Like, let's say an example of that show. And so getting out of a cycle like that might be extremely hard if every single one of our friends like that. So we're not.
Story like that.
All right, I'll
Oh my
pass it.
gosh, you stole
No.
A magic box.
my
No.
goodness.
Evil.
Why did you come back from the amphibia for?
That's not a true story.
It's because she stole from them too, and they kicked her out. Okay, well, on a more serious note, so we're not saying it's easy, but it's just saying this is probably the best thing for everybody.
Yeah, if you're in that kind of relationship, definitely try your best to get out of it, and definitely find people who actually do care about you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it's kind of hard too, I feel like. Because, you know, some people just...
I mean, there are
I
benefits.
feel like just...
That's all they have. That's all they have.
Yeah, some people just don't have a very good judge of character.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, they'll end up...
Or even if they do recognize situations, sometimes just the simple act of getting out, because you already rely on them.
Right.
Like, as bad as it may be, there is good in it, and you're going to lose that little bit.
Right.
And there's always a fear of the unknown, right? Like,
Yeah.
well, where am I going to go after that?
Mm-hmm.
So I understand that. But Janet said she had a story. So let's hear
Yeah,
it.
so I kind of like, I mean, I grew up around this area and I've literally known the same people since like kindergarten.
Mm-hmm.
So there was like one point, I think I was in probably like 5th or 6th grade when my mom enrolled me into that, you know, the mosque that's like around here.
Mhm.
So there's like a mosque and like they have a school where you learn the Quran, and she enrolled me in that, and I didn't know anybody there.
Mm-hmm.
And there was these couple of girls who were kind of
Bitches.
like, yeah, they
Straight
were.
bitches,
They
that's
straight up
right.
bitches. And like, they would like constantly bully me, and I was like, well, how do I get them to stop bullying me? Because like they wouldn't like leave me alone.
Yeah.
So I brought
Oh
them.
no, Janet.
So I brought them candy one day, and I gave them candy, and the teacher ended up seeing the candy, and she's like, "Who brought this candy?" She was like really angry, and they all just like pointed at me, and like just ratted me out straight up, and
Damn.
like it was a terrible experience. I hated that girl who was like kind of in charge of them, and like the reason why I hated her actually was because there was a girl who I was kind of becoming friends with, and basically these older girls, like they were like they for some reason, I don't remember why, they wanted to know what my name was, and they were like clearly bullying me, so I was like, I'm not going to tell you my name, and no one was saying my name either. So this one girl, she's like becoming friends with me, and like I end up telling her my name, and she goes over and tells the other girl my name.
Damn.
You want to know why?
Okay.
They were sisters.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Damn.
I was
That's a bit-
like, yeah, I still like distinctly remember that for that, just because like it was like, you know, betrayal right there.
Right.
But
So sorry.
Betrayal at the
yeah.
house on the hill.
And then I ended up leaving that place, and like I
Should have
didn't.
shanked a bitch, yo. Like,
Honestly, I wanted to, but yeah, I ended up leaving that place after a while because I was like, Mom, I don't like this place. Like, you just teach me at home. And she ended up teaching me at home, and I just like left that place. Later on, that leader of that little group ended up going to our high school,
Wow.
and
Oh,
like I
damn.
saw her, and she like was hanging out with like her little crew, and I was like happy because I was like, I have all of my friends around me, so come at me, bitch.
nice.
Was she older than us?
She was actually our age. I didn't
Ah.
realize it. She was taller, so I thought she was older than me,
Oh,
but
okay.
she was actually our age.
Maybe she was held back a couple years.
You know, I could see that.
She's a
She looked
stupid
pretty
bitch.
stupid.
Alright.
She looked pretty stupid.
Okay. To be fair, we can't assume negative things. Sorry.
Yeah, she's stupid.
Well, you found a
You
much
could,
better
like-
crew.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're better than her.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was totally expecting you to say maybe.
Just a little bit.
But yeah, that's a very interesting story.
So what tips have we gone through so far? Be assertive,
Mm-hmm.
Don't let people walk all over you.
but don't let people walk. So that's kind of goes. Don't let people walk all over
Yeah,
you.
it kind of goes hand in hand.
Kind of be your own person. Feel free to express yourself. Also, to your friends who you are, sharing common knowledge with and such, share, express yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Right? If you have an issue, it's better to talk about it than not.
Common ground.
Find common ground. For me, it might be humor. For someone else, it might be something else, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, well, you might be really good at a certain sport, and then you find people of that, other people playing that sport, and you guys
Yeah.
hang out through that medium or whatever. Which is kind of why we're kind of unique. We play games together. We laugh at the same stupid shit. And we play the same games. We play tennis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What else do we play? Is that it? Badminton.
We like sleeping.
Oh, we're really good at that.
Together?
Did we have another one?
Well, we don't have to specify that.
Yeah, we can answer that in a different setting.
I kind of want to know the answer now.
For what?
The ambiance isn't correct right now.
Candles.
It's not dark.
It's not the right.
Some little jazz music here and there.
Yeah.
Well, so that was 4. I think we had a 5th one, didn't we? What was the 5th one?
I think you were just making numbers up.
Yeah, how many do we actually have?
Dude, I thought we had 3.
We had 3?
Be assertive, be open,
Don't let people walk over you.
don't let people walk all over
All
you.
3 of those are kind of like.
They're like the same thing.
But find common ground.
Alright, so the last step, just make friends.
Actually, you can spell that. Just make friends. And that's it.
Make friends to make more friends, basically.
Yeah, actually,
Okay,
that's
as weird as
actually...
Yeah, I'm going to let you go first.
Yeah, I mean, as Roz would say, as weird as that sounds, that actually makes a lot of sense. Because
This is our final tip for you guys. To make more friends, you gotta make friends first.
So the first
Well, it's
step,
kinda like money
the first step is
to
to
make
make
it-
one friend,
and
Then
that
you make 5.
and then you have to hope that friend has another friend.
No, you just start a pyramid scheme, dude.
Do you or your loved one suffer from mesothelioma?
Oh my god.
You might be entitled for financial compensation.
Okay. No, because actually, in high school, I actually only knew, I only knew you, you, Razme, and, 2 other friends.
Did
I
you
knew,
say you, Razme?
Yeah.
Yeah, you, comma, no, not comma, sorry, open parentheses, Razme, close parentheses. Yeah, so I knew you, and a couple of your friends. I met Sunny, and we would hang out at the lunch table together.
Yeah.
But on that, we didn't share any classes and stuff together, so it wasn't, that much. But it's something to hang out with you. You played tennis too, right? Yeah, we did.
I don't think we played tennis same year.
On the team, no,
Yeah.
but we still played.
yeah.
Well, anyways, so it was you guys had a big crew, but I only knew a couple of you.
Right.
Come to college, re-meet you guys, and now because of you, I met other people.
Yeah.
Because of one person, I meet more people. So technically, yeah, it doesn't make sense. So
Yeah, it's like
it just sounded weird.
it's like how I met Janet. We knew Janet from another friend, and she introduced
true?
her to us.
Yeah. And then in high school, I knew you two and Panita.
Mhm.
And because of you guys, I met
So you're referring to me and Rasme?
yeah, and then I met Roz and Chris and all the other people in our group.
Actually,
Yeah.
I came later.
And we
Well,
actually
you're still in it though.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then me and Sunny actually didn't hang out with everyone else until my cousin actually introduced most of them to us.
Yeah. But
Same.
so I know it sounds weird just to make friends up. To make more friends, you have to be friends with, even though we're telling you tips how to make friends. But it's, I don't know, it's like once you make one, the world the world kind of opens up to you.
The world is at your feet.
Yeah, the world's at your feet.
And if you don't feel that way with your current friends, definitely ask yourself some questions. Definitely ask yourself if you're just being used or if you're not feeling appreciated and stuff, because you definitely want to have a feel-good relationship with all your friends. That's kind of the whole point, right? You want to be able to, even if it's not always it's not always just hanging out. It's anything, just talking with them. Sorry.
Even just sitting there quietly with each other.
Sometimes that's just the best therapy right there.
Sit in a room. Don't say anything.
You need food to
And
food
talk
is-
to a
Yeah, food.
Black Yeti mic right in the middle.
Yeah, you just need a mic in
Yeah.
the middle, and talk to an audience that may or may not be there. We are not discounting.
we know you guys are there.
Yeah, we're not discounting you guys. Don't worry
Yes,
about
you
it.
matter.
You guys are our friends.
You matter.
There you go, let's go. We're
I don't
your
know-
friends.
I don't know if you guys want to be Sunny's friend.
Alright, come on, guys.
I'll be your
Actually, hit up that zombie. What was it?
Zombie Slave, Electric Bungalow.
Yeah, hit up that one. You'll definitely get a different side of all of us.
Especially me.
I feel like in all the episodes, you see a different side of Sunny.
Every single time.
Yeah.
And they all
I swear
share.
to God, Sunny's a psychopath in each and one.
They share a commonality. There's definitely a power struggle in his head somewhere.
If you want to be friends with me, be friends with me. If you want to be friends with other guys.
Do I, Sunny? Do I want to be friends with you?
See, everyone here is not really my friend. They beat me up.
The truth comes out.
You know, he's not wrong.
I'm being abused. Send helps.
Send helps.
These are my coordinates.
No,
I'm currently locked in this room. Please.
it's your room. We're at Sunny's place right now.
I'm locked in my own home.
We forced our way in.
I can't escape.
forced our way in.
We have an insider. Sunny's mom loves us.
Yeah.
So Sunny's like, no, you guys can't come over. I'm like really busy. But we just call your mom up. Like, hey, can we come over? Like, yes, Sunny's friends, come over.
Yeah.
I'll feed you.
And then we come, and I was like, Sunny, why'd you say no? Don't worry.
Yeah,
Don't worry, Mom. We'll just take him to his room. Now you can talk.
Yeah, that probably leads to our final tip. Cherish the friends
That you have.
that you have. Yeah.
Yeah. I cherish
I mean, like,
you guys.
yeah.
I
I
cherish
mean,
all my
I'm
friends.
pretty much Sunny's older brother.
No, he's not.
No, he's right. Razme is Sunny's older brother. I'm the bigger brother,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just here.
Yeah.
according to his
But-
mom.
You guys, yeah. I mean, you'll always need someone, even if you have siblings or you don't have siblings, you'll always need someone you can depend on outside of family.
Totally. It's a fresh perspective. Like,
Yeah.
they might not have the same insider information as a family member, but sometimes something you can't tell your family.
Mm-hmm.
That there are many times where I've confided things with you guys that maybe my family does not know.
Oh yeah.
Right? It's because there's different sets of people with like different experiences.
Different timelines.
And you value them. So although this might be coming like later in the list, like let's not downplay the importance of cherishing your friends.
Oh yeah.
Right? Like it doesn't always have to be action based, but sometimes it helps. You know, going out of your way to meet somebody or asking how their day was,
Mm-hmm.
or just any one of those things. Like if they live a little far away, maybe like kind of a group trip, drive over there. Like
Yeah.
we've done
Steal
that.
your 2 cats.
You're not touching my cats. But like
I already have.
Same.
Hmm.
you can't both steal one, huh?
You have 2 cats. He steals one, I steal one. And then I steal his.
And then I steal you.
Can we just skip the last step? that sounds pretty good.
But
It was an inside job. Roz wanted to be kidnapped.
Finish
Pretty sure
your
that's
thought,
Stockholm
Ross.
syndrome.
Oh yeah, my thought. Sorry. But yeah, one time we just helped a friend move. Like we didn't even know. Like we have a friend living like kind of far away from us. Let's say about an hour.
Right.
We went to help them move some stuff because they're moving.
Mm-hmm.
And they had some roommates, and now I know some other random friends from other places that I otherwise wouldn't have known.
Yeah, that
Trang
goes back to
from our last podcast, Trang, she was actually just a mutual friend
Right.
from before
Yeah.
that we just kind of helped move one day, and now we know her.
Yeah.
So-
So definitely that goes back to
She's also
our,
really cool too.
oh yeah.
yeah, that goes back to our like previous tip. Friends of friends definitely help you make more friends.
Mm-hmm.
So
Cherish them, and you should also feel cherished by them. That's kind of important.
cherished and be
Yeah, if
cherished.
you're not happy, there's some problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, always
Take
I
a
think-
break.
I guess overall, just be happy with yourself, and then after that, be happy with being with others. I guess.
It's kind of like one of those very common phrases, like happiness comes from within, right? The whole idea is like you're not supposed to go out. Well, you could, but happiness doesn't always come from external sources, right? Sometimes it just comes from yourself.
And sometimes money does equal happiness.
Oh yeah, no, money does not help. If you guys have any extra lying around, just hit us up.
We have a PayPal. Definitely.
We don't, but
Hit us up on Patreon.
We'll make
I can put my Venmo up.
we'll put those there.
Send me money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
But these are kind of, are we gonna agree? This kind of the most important, at least the ones that we can think of.
Yeah.
So the most important tips and tips. None of the tricks. I'm gonna be honest. These weren't tricks. There's no get easy get rich fast. Right.
Get friends fast.
Yeah. This isn't
Like
like
singles near you.
Can you imagine?
Those are fake.
Are you
just-
offering
I just-
something?
I just want a friend. I don't want anything else. Please. I'm desperate. Step 1, be assertive.
And yeah. So I guess
so. This list is obviously not exhaustive. Just kind of the first couple things that we thought of, and we would hope that definitely helped us, and that we're still learning from all the time. right? Some of these came from personal stories and experiences. And obviously there's going to be more and better ideas out there. So if you guys have any, definitely hit us up.
Yep.
Leave them down in the comments down below.
Yeah.
Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. hit that bell button for notifications for our next video.
And we'll see you guys later.
There's no video yet. Okay, peace out, guys.
Subscribe to TablesHaveTabled.
Do that.
Alright, bye.
We'll see you next time on the Sick Podcast, guys. Janet, thanks for joining us yet again.
Thank you for having me.
And Razme, thanks for being Chris today.
You know, guys,
Very crispy.
Just want to say, you know, it was an amazing experience to feel like Chris, to be like Chris, to
channel the Chris.
Yeah.
And that is Sir Ones with the quick ones.
Sir ones.
Yeah. See you later on the Sir Podcast with Sunny, Roz, and Razme.
Bye.